seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a man picked up after 2. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
First down, here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
If this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's 3rd and 3. In motion comes the tight end left. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Saints nothing. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Carr going to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Busts through the tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now 2nd and 9.
29.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. But you look at this defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your act.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints 37.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. In motion left, Godwin. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It fights him off. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Rachaad White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 28-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, 734.
Carr now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Bucs 30-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
6-18.
In motion right, Olave. Now Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down is Carr. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taking it about the 1. Pushing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 7-yard
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
93.
To throw his Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
You're mine.
Carr now on third and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. And they're going to speed things up here. They go right back to White here on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They work now on 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Carr. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's it.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Breaks through the contact. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Carr now on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked up by Lavonte David. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They stay on the ground with White. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw there taken in by Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6:37.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen...
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
694. 93. 93.
Throwing his car.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Express.
Here's Carr. It's complete. Kamara.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's